Good, beautiful morning. It's Wednesday, March the 16th, 2022. And today I'll be sharing some wisdom and knowledge in a few short moments from Master Saint-Germain. It is important that you understand what freedom actually is, because many of you think that it is having more money, and many of you think that it is having better health, and many of you think that it is having a special person in your life. And while all of those things are certainly prescriptions for what you need, they're only parts of it. A prescription for freedom is something that does not come from something that you will gain from this world. Good morning. It is something that is inherent in understanding just who you are. This prescription for freedom is an act of volition, an act of intention, an act of assertion of your consciousness over the domain of your mind and body. And with that assertion of your consciousness over the domain of your mind and body, you begin to generate freedom. And we will give you specifics as to what that is. Good morning, Allison from South Africa. Hello, Khan. Good morning. Good morning. We are in for some really exciting times these next 6.5 weeks. It's going to be very, very, very exciting on Gaia. And also great opportunities for transformation and change with these new incoming ascension energies. Understanding that with your awareness, you can perceive things very differently with your awareness than you can with your 5 physical senses. Freedom is having the ability to alter and change your experiential reality without any resistance to that desired change. That is freedom. To be able to experience any change you wish without any resistance to that desired change. The prescription for this is very simple and cannot be, you know how they have these child-proof caps on some prescription bottles. That can be very difficult to open for a child. And the adult could hand that prescription to that child and they would not be able to figure out how to open that container. Your prescription for freedom is like that. You have the container, the prescription is in your hands. It is understanding how to open that prescription so that you can begin to experience its effect in your life when you start to utilize that prescription. And it is very simple. To open your awareness to the realization that it is neither bound nor subjective to thought, that your awareness is neither bound nor subjective to your body, that your awareness is neither bound nor subjective to the physical dimension, but that all of these things are bound and subjective to you. They're bound and subjective to you when you realize that. And opening this prescription for freedom means you come to the recognition that you as the awareness are able to take the lid off the container of your mind and your body so that you're able to deliberately and intentionally assert changes over your mind, over your body, and over what then occurs in the world around you. For there's an intimate relationship between your thoughts in your body and your world that many of you do not understand nor appreciate because you have not cultivated this positioning of awareness over your thoughts, over your body, and therefore over your world. Everything in your world that you're experiencing right now is a precise composite of the relationship that you have consciously or unconsciously with the mind, with the body, therefore with the world and this dimension around you that you call the world, the physical dimension. And the prescription becomes very simple. To begin the process of opening that prescription container, you must first begin to cultivate a state of simple awareness. And while it's easy for me to say that it's a simple state of cultivating awareness, for many of you, it's been very difficult to make that distinction between yourself and your thoughts, yourself and your memories, yourself and your body, yourself and your environment. That distinction has not been made. And pulling the lid off this prescription for freedom means you learn to extract your awareness, help it to disidentify with being subjective to thought, to memory, to emotion, to matter. And in that you lift yourself up to observe thought, to observe memory, to observe emotion, to place yourself in the position where you can begin to direct and orchestrate thinking, where you can also begin to deliberately bring into manifestation thoughts that do not exist within the confines of your existing personality. All that you have within your existing personality is what is within your existing personality. From the perspective of your awareness, you can differentiate between what you think you know and what you might possibly begin to comprehend that is beyond what you know. And I'm simply here today with this one to offer you the opportunity to at least begin to consider that this prescription for freedom is not something you're going to get through wealth or relationship, although those things can be manifestations of your freedom. I have simply come here to point out to you that you already possess such a subscription for freedom. You already possess this. You are that prescription. Your thoughts are not that prescription, although you can formulate thoughts that can generate the experience emotionally of freedom, thoughts that can generate the expressions of body that could create freedom. But your body and your mind, your memories, your emotions in and of themselves cannot give you the freedom that you are seeking. And the freedom you are seeking requires that you become conscious and aware of your awareness, being awareness, independent of thought, memory, and emotion, not separate from them, independent of them. In other words, you are aware you have thoughts that are good and you are aware you have thoughts that are bad, but you are not bound to act upon nor be subjective to those thoughts. That you become aware that you have memories of this life and for some of you many other lives, but you are not bound by the memory of the experiences of this lifetime or other lifetimes. You are simply aware of them, but you're not bound under them anymore. They are simply memories of experiences, but they do not bind you to repeating what they are, as so many of you find yourselves doing by identifying with the content of your memory, the content of your thoughts, the content of other people's ideations. And the prescription is awareness. Your awareness is the key ingredient in the prescription for the vibrational state of being that is freedom. Awareness is this. And you can sit and hear these words and feel the vibration that we're transmitting to you and understand that that vibration is different than the words that are being projected outward from this mechanism. Please understand this, that the vibration being projected out with the words that are being spoken through this form is different than the words themselves, in that the meaning and intention of the vibration is to communicate to you a familiarity to a vibration of consciousness where you know you are free. There is no uncertainty that you are free. You know you are free. And in that place of awareness where you recognize, oh, this is a thought, this is a memory, this is an emotion, but that is not who I am. You have taken the lid off the prescription bottle. You can now open it up and begin to prescribe to your mind and prescribe to your body thoughts and ideas and images that are more appropriate and in alignment with your desired experience of being while you're in a physical dimension. The process of transmutation, the utilization of such frequencies of energy, such as the violet fire, the frequency of love, the transmutational white light, the utilization of these frequencies and their application in the conditions of your mind and body become more utilitarian to you from the perspective of awareness than they do from the perspective of thinking you are simply using some idea. You recognize you are utilizing very specific configurations of energy orchestrated and coordinated by your awareness to produce a very specific and desired result in the experience of your world, of your life. And yes, freedom can be a beautiful partner. Freedom can be more money. But these are manifestations of freedom, not the cause of freedom. A beautiful world, a vital body. These are manifestations of freedom. The manifester of freedom is you. You, beautiful, delightful souls. You are manifestations of freedom. Your mind and body are merely the instruments. This world is merely an instrument for you to gain the conscious awareness that you are orchestrating your experience of what you call life. And if you understand the nature of what it is I have said to you this morning, then you understand that your awareness is independent of your thought, not separate from it, independent from it. That your emotions, you are independent of your emotions, not separate from them, but you are independent from them. That your body is something that you are independent from, not separate from, independent from. Able to assert very specific ideas and information into this system from awareness that affect deliberate and intentional changes in your manifesting process in this world. You have this choice. When you know you have this choice, everyone has the choice. Very few of you understand that you have the awareness to make a choice other than the choice that you believe you are bound to from what you have been offered by this world in the form of a personality, in the form of information and ideation. And until you can function independent from the information that you have in that mind and in that body, you are bound by that, or at least from the appearance, you are bound by that. Many of you will say, I am suffering so terribly. I'm suffering so terribly. What can I do? And I would simply say to you, restore yourself to the awareness that there is other possibilities than the suffering that you're experiencing right now. Remember, suffering seeks to resolve itself through multiple means. Illness is one way that suffering seeks to eliminate itself from the body. If you are eating poorly and consuming things that are not beneficial to the body, then it goes into a state of dis-ease in order to gain your awareness that you could alter the function that you're directing the body to do that causes that, for the body is an instrument that remains subjective to you when you have the awareness that that is so. Isn't that amazing? That you can have the awareness to know that your body is subjective to your awareness, and that what it eats and what it does and what it doesn't do is a matter of conscious choice when you're able to function independent of the thoughts, memories, and emotions that you believe yourself to be bound by. It is the other way around, that you can unbind yourself from your thoughts, and the truth is you already are. And so I offer this simple prescription to you to become aware that your thoughts are not who you are, that your memories are not who you are, that your body is not who you are, that your environment is not who you are, but these are manifestations of your deliberate interaction with these different realms or dimensions of consciousness. Biology is one dimension. Emotion is another dimension. Thought is another dimension. And you are another dimension. And from the perspective of your awareness, you can orchestrate changes over mind, body, emotion, and matter. And that is the simple prescription, that your awareness, when cultivated, awakened, and understood that you are aware that you are aware, and that you can effect deliberate and intentional change over thought, memory, and emotion, so that you can reapply or reassert yourself in this world in a new and dynamic way, other than the way that has been prescribed to you by your environment. For the prescription that most of you live by is the prescription that this environment has indoctrinated you into. But at any moment, you can begin to assert an awareness and say, wait a minute, these thoughts, these memories, these emotions are not who I am, and they do not support nor sustain who I wish to be. Then in that perspective of awareness, you can begin the process of transmutation and transformation, liberation and freedom of yourself from the confinement of ideas and information that do not serve the full spectrum of your capability as a creative intelligence while in a physical dimension. And it is my deepest hope that you will understand the truth of what it is I have said to you today, that you might open that door and step outside of the confinement of your personality as the world has given it to you. And many of you find yourself trapped in the causes and effects of that personality, thinking that you are bound by the emotional suffering, that you are bound by the thoughts and fears, the guilts and the shames that you have acquired. And I say quite simply to you, no, you are the great transformer. You are the violet fire. You are able to alter and change from the perspective of your awareness, the thoughts, the memories, the emotions that currently govern your life. And you may articulate new and different and exciting possibilities in your mind, and therefore articulate deliberate and intentional transformation in your world. Wow. Thank you, Master Saint-Germain. That was wonderful. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Con. Hello, Kira. Hello, Daniela. Hello, Allison. Remember, while you're here, leave a comment and leave a question. Answer somebody's question, leave a question, share this video, hit the subscribe button. Remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Come and join us on this journey of freedom with the Ascended Masters, the Ascended Beings, multidimensional souls that are here to assist us all. We are not alone in this dimension of consciousness. We only see from the physical perspective when we're identified with it. But I encourage you to just join this channel, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share button, get this simple prescription for freedom out to people, because we did not come here to suffer. We came here to create. Suffering is a choice. Creation is a choice. And everybody's at the level that they're at. And there is no right and there is no wrong in the process of learning, because it's a process of learning. But when you recognize that certain things that you say and do are not beneficial for your body, your mind, or others, then it's probably prudent to not do them. Wonderful. We got time for 2 questions today, and we're going to move on from there. Question from Diane. Message for me? He's laughing, Diane. He's saying, have you not been listening to us? You must understand the nature of this is that it is your message. You have called this forth, or you would not be here with us at this time. You've called this forth. Is that not delightful? And still you are in that prescription that says, I am not free. I don't have enough. I can't create what I require. And we say to you, no, that is not true. You are, once you recognize what we have said about this prescription for freedom, that from your awareness you can begin that process of liberation from subjectivity, thought, memory, and emotion. The most critical and important choice you will ever make in your life is to recognize that you can distinguish yourself from your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, and your biology, and begin from that perspective to effect deliberate and intentional changes over the world that you are experiencing while you are living in that individualized form that you find yourself hearing these words through. Well, thank you very much. Question from White Rabbit. Will I get into the university and major that I applied for? If you remove the doubt from your consideration, and that must be an act of choice to say, I surrender my doubt. I align myself to faith. This is a choice that you can make. Will you make that choice? Again, many of you find yourselves subjective to what the world has given you to believe is your destiny, the thoughts, the emotions, the memories that often set the stage for how you will conduct yourself. And that is simply a form of containment and restriction for the nature of truly what you are. I encourage you to surrender that uncertainty around that. And the answer, of course, would be yes. Yes, you will. Isn't that much nicer? Yes, you will. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Wonderful questions. Really excited about this, guys. Question from Nancy. I have a hard time looking at myself, but still feel strong spirit energy. Am I stuck? No. The self-reflection that you're seeking to understand, and I don't know who this is right now, but this is one of your guardian angels. They're saying the challenge you have at self-reflection that you're trying to cultivate right now, the challenge you're having is you are not observing that you are observing. To look at your thoughts, to look at your memories, to look at your emotions exclusively as the source of your identity is to keep yourself restricted to the very thing you're seeking freedom from. From the perspective of awareness, what would you consider as being free? What would you consider being free? The very act of becoming aware of your thoughts, aware of your emotions, aware of your body, the act of becoming aware of and not indulging in, simply being aware. Oh, there's fear, there's anger, there's joy, there's love. I'm aware of these emotional nuances moving through my perspective of awareness. There are these things I'm aware of, but I am not those things I'm aware of. They are simply things that are in the system that I'm currently experiencing my life through. I would encourage you, again, to go back and listen carefully to the prescription of freedom that my dear brother has said you could do and utilize. Wow. One more question, guys. Question from Fee444. Does my mom forgive me for being ignorant? That's a yes. My emotions and thoughts made her sick and led to her passing. Yeah, no, there was only love there. This is such a, yes, this is for you. Please understand that I did not know I was blind, that my thoughts and my emotions I believed to be who I was. I was blind and could not see. Listen to this dear one when he says, become aware of your thoughts, aware of your emotions, aware of your body. Make that distinction. In that place of awareness, you will feel my unlimited love as it always was and always shall be in its truth. Do not see me through the memory of your memory, through the thoughts of your thoughts about those memories. See me as you know in your heart that I am with you and that you are with me. Wow. Thank you so much for that Nancy. Question from Sophia about her mother's health. Again, movement. I just, something about her spine. There's something she needs to do some work with her spine. And when I tune into her, she really needs to do some work on getting her spine really flexible. Like really working on the flexibility of, yes, from a place of mindfulness, like really getting into this, the movement of this. This will assist in the lower vibrational energies being able to move up and ascend from her. But yeah, the spine, like really finding ways of moving the spine in all the directions each of the vertebrae can move, like really getting it moving, like showing me like this dynamic movement with her spine will really, really, really help her shift her energy a lot. And water will do good for her too. You're welcome, Jacqueline. Guys, I want to say thank you, first of all, to that person's guardian. I want to say thank you to Master Saint-Germain for coming through with this prescription for freedom. And I hope you'll share this video with others. Give this video a thumbs up. You know, come and join us tomorrow. On Friday, the 18th of March. I've got Isis with Ra. They're going to talk about their divine perception of the Great Reset. That'll be Isis and Ra on Friday. They're going to be talking about their perception of what they call the Great Reset. And I hope you'll join me on Friday with them. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then on Saturday, we have a meditation, Healing Your World with Jamal Ipsiku. And Jamal came to me once about 2.5-3 years ago when he talked about the fall of Eden. And now he wants to talk about how we can begin to heal our world. I'm very excited to hear from Jamal again. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys on Friday with Isis and Ra, and on Saturday with Jamal. I want to say again, much love. Thank you for your support to my patrons, for all of you that come here and take the time to listen to these messages and share them with other people. And more importantly, we hope that you apply the information in these messages to free yourself. Because ultimately, all the work that comes through me is to liberate humans from subjectivity to time, space, and matter, and to realize that we are creators and manifestors utilizing time, space, and matter, and the components that make time, space, and matter up, such as thought, emotion, and energy, and frequency. And again, thank you so much for your support, everybody. I want to wish you all much love. I'll see you guys on Friday with Isis and Ra. Bye for now.